The story begins with Guja stepping out of her car feeling worried because her younger sister Shinchan secretly used a phone in class and the teacher caught her red-handed. Guja keeps blaming herself because she was the one who allowed her to bring the phone to school. And if their mother finds out, she knows she will be in serious trouble. Shinchan keeps begging her sister to save her. Guja is angry, but she controls her emotions and apologizes to the teacher, saying Shinchan brought the phone by mistake. But the teacher standing in front of them is none other than Mr. Hua, the calm and strict teacher, who reveals that Shinchan said the phone was given by her sister. When Guja finally raises her head to look at him, she freezes in shock, because the man standing in front of her is the same person who once captured her heart 6 years ago, her old crush from the past. Memories rush back into her mind from the day she made a small handmade toy for him, and shyly asked him to meet her after the exam because she wanted to say something important. She waited for him for a long time, holding hope in her heart, but instead, she saw the toy in her cousin's hand. When she tried to take it back, her cousin refused, leaving Guja standing there with a broken heart, never knowing what truly happened that day. And now, after 6 long years, fate has brought them face to face again, inside the same school where the past that once hurt her is about to return once more. Back in the present, both of them stand silently looking at each other while old memories fill the air. Shinchan becomes curious and asks, "Sister, do you both know each other?" Mr. Hua calmly says Shinchan was playing a dating game during study time and focusing on romantic relationships instead of school, which can affect her studies. Hearing this, Guja suddenly grabs Shinchan's head and warns her never to fall into puppy love, or she will tell their mother and break her bones. Shinchan quickly explains that the boy in the game is not her lover. She was only testing the game because her sister created all the characters. Then, she innocently says that Teacher Hua actually looks exactly like the main character of that game. Guja instantly covers her mouth to stop her, but Mr. Hua has already taken the phone and starts looking at the game. Guja panics and says he cannot see it and tries to grab the phone back, but he simply lifts his hand higher and refuses to give it back. She keeps trying to snatch it, and in the struggle, she accidentally hugs him while Shinchan watches everything in shock. Both suddenly realize how close they are and freeze for a moment before Guja quickly pulls Shinchan and runs away from there, leaving Mr. Hua standing behind with a small, mysterious smile. On the way, Shinchan complains that such a perfect chance appeared, but Guja ruined everything. Guja shuts her up and drags her away in embarrassment, leaving the phone behind. Later, at home, Guja angrily questions Shinchan, asking what exactly is going on between her and Teacher Hua and why the game characters and even the drawings look exactly like him. Shinchan teasingly asks if her sister secretly has a crush on the teacher. Guja denies it, but Shinchan keeps tickling her until she finally admits that. Back in high school, Mr. Hua used to be her deskmate, and the boy who quietly stayed in her heart for many years. Shinchan refuses to believe her sister and runs to bring the old drawings. She asks if he was really your enemy, then why did you draw him so many times? Guja looks at the drawing and suddenly remembers the past, when Mr. Hua used to sit quietly as her model while she practiced drawing again and again. She softly admits that during school days, he used to be her model because she loved drawing so much. At the same time, Mr. Hua is staring at the small toy from the past when his father appears and questions him sharply, asking if he met Guja again. His father wonders why he suddenly ignored the family company and chose to become a school teacher, especially in that same class. Mr. Hua acts confused, but his father reminds him that he never asked for anything in life except one strange request. In high school, when he insisted on becoming deskmates with a certain girl. Back then, some boys tried to bully him. But before anything could happen, Guja suddenly arrived and scared them away by shouting that the police were coming, and from that moment, their friendship quietly began. The next day, Shinchan returns to the classroom to apologize and asks for her phone, promising she will never use it in class again. But Mr. Hua calmly says he will return the phone only if her sister comes to take it. Shinchan says her sister told her they were enemies, but Mr. Hua smiles and insists that she must bring her sister, or he will not return it. Shinchan runs home and begs Guja for help, saying she cannot live without her phone. Finally, she pushes Guja straight into the classroom. Guja nervously tells Mr. Hua to return the phone, but he says, "First add me as a friend so we can discuss Shinchan's studies." Guja hesitates, but gives him her contact and quickly takes the phone back. Before leaving, Mr. Hua says he will visit her hometown tomorrow. Guja quickly says her parents will not be home and she will be busy with overtime work, but he reminds her that Shinchan already said she stays home on weekends, and as a responsible parent, she should help the teacher. Guja gets nervous, then suddenly changes her words and says yes, she will meet him at home. Later, outside, Chan curiously asks if the teacher likes her, but Guja only thinks about the painful past when she believed he was rejected her years ago. That night, Guja cannot sleep and keeps thinking about everything when suddenly, a message arrives on her phone. It is from Mr. Hua asking one simple question: where do you live? Guja reads the message and feels shocked because after so many years, Mr. Hua still remembers the address of her house. This brings back memories from the past when she used to get scared in the dark and call him for help. Mr. Hua would tease her, saying, "Even you get scared." One day, while play fighting, she suddenly fell over him and both became nervous and quickly moved away. But when thunder struck, she grabbed his hand in fear, and he gently showed her the light and said, "Do not be scared, I am here." Shinchan suddenly appears holding a pillow and starts teasing her sister. She says, "You lied to me. You really had a crush on my teacher. And that moon lamp he gave you proves everything." She even shows an old video where Guja was crying, saying he betrayed her and gave her love letter to someone else. Shinchan laughs and says, "Now the truth is clear." Guja gets embarrassed and hits her with a pillow. Shinchan smiles and promises she will help bring the two of them closer again. But Guja sadly says, "It is unless because he already has a girlfriend." Shinchan refuses to believe it and tells her to stop thinking too much and go to sleep, because tomorrow will be another surprising day. Shinchan innocently says she is still a school student while her sister Guja is busy working, but their aunt suddenly claims that Guja is secretly dating a boy named Hua. Shinchan quickly blurts out that Hua was actually her sister's old classmate. The aunt becomes curious and starts asking what kind of boy he is, because her own daughter never told her anything. Hearing his name again, Guja becomes quiet and memories return to her mind from the past, when she once saw Mr. Hua helping her cousin walk, and when she turned back, she saw them hugging, which silently broke her heart. Guja walks away feeling sad and starts looking at her old drawings, wondering if she is the only one still trapped in the past. Meanwhile, the cousin asks Mr. Hua for help, saying she needs his exam notes for her studies, and he calmly begins to give them. At the same time, the aunt secretly brings Guja there, saying she suspects her daughter has a boyfriend and wants to confirm if that boy is Mr. Hua. The moment Guja sees him, she quickly tries to leave, but the aunt holds her arm and the noise catches them. The attention of both Mr. Hua and the cousin. They stand up and look over as the aunt drags Guja closer and praises Mr. Hua, saying he is very handsome. Embarrassed, Guja pulls her hand free and rushes away, saying she does not want to disturb her cousin's date. Seeing her run, Mr. Hua immediately follows her, but the aunt stops him and asks when he will introduce his parents. He quickly explains that she misunderstood because he is not her daughter's boyfriend, and then runs after Guja, grabbing her hand and trying to clear the misunderstanding. Before he can explain, Guja receives a call from her colleague and starts leaving with him. But Mr. Hua firmly tells her that there is nothing between him and her cousin. Just then, the cousin walks out and the colleague possibly recognizes them, saying, "Both of you look familiar. Were you not the famous model couple back in college?" The colleague suddenly asks if they are still together, and the question makes Guja angry. So she quickly leaves with her colleague while Mr. Hua tries to follow. Behind him, the cousin explains that her mother misunderstood everything, because once he only came to drop her home, and since then, her mother believed they were dating. In truth, he was only helping her with studies. But that day, she accidentally fell on him, and Guja saw it from far away and thought it was a hug. The truth is, Mr. Hua had actually come there just to see Guja. Later, Guja sits at work designing a game character, and her colleague notices that the character looks exactly like Mr. Hua. The words pull Guja back into old memories when she once wrote a note asking him to go to the cat festival, and even drew a small doodle on his hand. He replied by drawing a puppy, which made her shy and happy, while their classmates teased them, calling them a couple. In the present, Guja refuses to attend the cat festival, while Mr. Hua quietly plays with a cat at home. His grandmother reminds him that 6 years ago he found this cat for Guja after it got lost, showing how much he cared for her. Soon, Mr. Hua finally arrives at Guja house and tells her clearly that there was never anything between him and her cousin, and asks why she blocked him for so many years. Guja barely listens because she is busy in an online meeting, while he notices her old medal and remembers the school sports day when her injured leg almost stopped her from running, but she refused to give up. He ran beside her, cheering her on, and she finally crossed the finish line straight into his arms, winning the race. Back in the present, Guja finishes her meeting and rushes to grab the medal from him, but he lifts it high, teasing her while she jumps, trying to reach it. He smiles and says she is still as stubborn as she was in school, and begins reminding her of all the times she fell while learning new things, making the old feelings between them slowly return again. Mr. Hua continues teasing her and reminds her how she once ran a race even though her leg was still injured, and later asked him to carry her home. In the past, he was actually carrying her in his arms while she kept telling him to put her down, saying she could walk by herself. He laughs and asks if she plans to walk on one leg, while she proudly says she won the championship for the whole class, and he should at least speak politely. Suddenly, he starts running faster while carrying her, which makes her scream in panic. Back in the present, Guja becomes embarrassed and denies everything, saying she never asked him to carry her and that he forced her. She tries again to snatch her medal, but accidentally hits Mr. Hua's face with it. She quickly apologizes and asks if he is all right, while he secretly hides his smile, enjoying the moment. Just then, Shin-chan suddenly appears and sees them together. She becomes shocked and loudly asks what her sister is doing and whether she is flirting with Teacher Hua. Guja immediately panics and tells her to stop filling her mind with nonsense, saying they were only talking about her studies. Mr. Hua playfully agrees, but jokingly adds that Guja was forcing him into the conversation, which makes Guja start hitting him again for lying. Sun laughs as she watches them, and finally says now she understands why her sister once called Mr. Hua her enemy. Mr. Hua curiously asks why, and Shin-chan explains that during school, Guja acted like the toughest girl in class, while Mr. Hua was known as the most handsome boy in school. Hearing this, Guja immediately protests in embarrassment, asking, since when did she become the school bully? While both of them stand there awkwardly like two people who clearly share a past full of hidden feelings. Guja quickly defends herself and says she never bullied anyone, and in fact, she was the one who saved Mr. Hua the first time they met, because he was so handsome that other boys used to pick on him. She proudly says that when she rushed in to protect him, the troublemakers ran away in fear. But the truth in the past was different, because Mr. Hua actually knew martial arts, and his teacher even wanted him to join a martial arts competition. Yet he refused because he did not want Guja to discover how strong he really was. He quietly kept the secret while Guja happily believed she had rescued him. Shin-chan notices the gentle way Mr. Hua keeps looking at Guja and teasingly asks if he plans to stay for dinner. Then she quickly adds that her sister cannot cook at all. Mr. Hua laughs and says he already knows because whenever Guja enters the kitchen, it feels like an explosion, and he still remembers the terrible fungus noodles she once made. Guja becomes embarrassed and angry, while Shin-chan excitedly begins recording everything on her phone, asking him to continue the story. Mr. Hua begins telling another memory from their school days when Guja was practicing lines for a script and asked him to help by acting with her. He appeared wearing a historical costume and joked that she was using him again. The lines of the script sounded dramatic, as Guja said she was leaving, and if she ever returned, he must serve her wine. Mr. Hua smiled and added his own line, saying that if she never returned, then he would search the whole world to find her again. Hearing this, Guja realizes he added the line himself, and when she turns around, she accidentally falls onto him. Both crash to the ground, and for a moment, her hand rests on his chest, which makes both of them blush, before she quickly stands up while he rubs his head after hitting the floor. He bursts into laughter hearing the story, while Guja complains that Mr. Hua came to discuss her studies, yet he is sharing stories from their youth. Han excitedly says, this is perfect material for her novel, but Guja immediately threatens to tell their mother if she writes it down, which makes Shin-chan quickly promise to stay quiet. Then, Mr. Hua continues, another memory from school break when Guja tried to apologize for pushing him earlier, so she brought a special nutrition drink she proudly made herself. The moment Mr. Hua smells it, he becomes terrified and asks what ingredients she used, but Guja insists it is healthy and tells him to drink it as compensation. When he refuses, she stubbornly tries to force him to drink it anyway, creating another chaotic moment between them. Mr. Hua continues the story and says that when Guja forced him to drink the strange nutrition soup, the taste was so terrible that he ran away from the spoon and later ended up in the school hospital thinking he had been poisoned. Shin-chan bursts into laughter, but Guja quickly defends herself, saying she took care of him for a whole week. Mr. Hua smiles and reminds her that during that week, she kept bringing him fast food, which only made his condition worse, leaving Guja completely speechless. Shin-chan teasingly says that her sister cooks such terrible food that she feels lucky to still be alive after childhood meals, which makes Guja chase her around the room, threatening to punish her. Shin-chan then suddenly speaks seriously and says, after reading so many romance novels, She is sure that Mr. Hua once liked Guja. Hearing this makes Guja's heart fill with hope for a moment. But the moment Shinchan mentions the cousin again, his face becomes sad. At that moment, the doorbell rings, and when Guja opens the gate, the cousin is standing there holding food, saying her mother sent it for them. She notices Mr. Hua inside and becomes surprised while offering the food and advising him to stop eating. Outside meals, Shinchan quickly interrupts, saying the teacher came to discuss her studies, and they are very busy, so the cousin should leave. Mr. Hua then walks out with the cousin, leaving Guja watching silently. Outside, the cousin quietly asks Mr. Hua to keep the misunderstanding a secret, and in return, invites him to her birthday party. As she walks away, she remembers their school days when other girls used to gossip, saying that Mr. Hua and Guja looked like the perfect couple whenever they received awards together. She also remembers the moment when Mr. Hua rejected another girl's love letter, while Guja secretly watched from nearby, wondering if he liked someone else. Back in the present, Guja sits quietly feeling heartbroken while Shinchan brings her old diary. Guja begins drawing Mr. Hua again while writing down memories. She remembers how after the exam she waited for him for a long time, hoping to see him, but he never came. And from that day, both of them slowly became strangers. Tears fall from her eyes as Shinchan gently asks why she chose to study drawing. Guja then remembers that long ago, every drawing she ever made carried the face of the boy who once quietly lived inside her heart. In the past, Guja is quietly drawing when Mr. Hua suddenly appears behind her and asks how long she's been secretly watching him. She quickly hides the sketch and says she can draw anything, but Mr. Hua smiles and tells her she is truly talented and should follow drawing as her future. Guja sadly explains that her mother always compares her with her cousin who is very good in studies, so her family expects the same from her. Mr. Hua gently tells her that life should not be lived by following someone else's script, and that every person must choose their own path and chase what they truly love. His words fill Guja with courage, and she runs away laughing, saying she will tell her mother the same thing. Back in the present, Shinchan meets Mr. Hua and complains that this time she did nothing wrong, so why did he call her Mr. Calmly asks why her sister has not replied to his messages. Shinchan immediately teases him, saying he already has a partner, so why is he chasing another girl? Mr. Hua quickly denies it and says he is still single, but Shinchan refuses to believe handsome boys easily and warns him that many people like her sister, including a boy from high school who still follows her. Hearing this, Mr. Hua becomes curious and asks who that boy is, but Shinchan suddenly runs away, saying break time is over, leaving him confused. Mr. Hua begins remembering their school days when his basketball team once won a big match, and Guja happily waved at him from far away. His friend noticed her and asked to be introduced, saying she smelled wonderful, but Mr. Hua immediately gave him a cold stare, forcing his friend to back off. Later, he secretly tried to find out who the boy was that liked Guja. One day, he even ruined a note she found by spilling water on it. And when Guja complained that it might have been a love letter, he simply laughed without revealing anything. Later, Mr. Hua secretly arranges a parent-teacher activity and sends a message through another teacher asking Guja to attend. Shinchan quickly realizes that the teacher is trying to get closer to her sister and convinces Guja to go. The next day, Guja arrives with Shinchan, but notices that no other parents are there. Mr. Hua calmly explains that other parents are busy and then asks Shinchan if she knows how to ride a bicycle, beginning another playful moment that slowly pulls Guja back into the world she lived, once tried to forget. Shinchan confidently says she already knows how to ride a bicycle, but asks the teacher to teach her sister instead, and quickly rides away on another bicycle. As Guja begins riding with Mr. Hua, the moment pulls her back into an old memory from school days, when he once held the back of her bicycle while teaching her to ride. Suddenly, he let go, and she kept moving forward until she realized he was not holding it anymore, and she panicked and fell. She angrily blamed him, saying now her leg was hurt and she could not join the sports event. But Mr. Hua calmly told her that if he never let go, she would never learn to ride, and promised that next time he would never let her fall again. Back in the present, Mr. Hua rides ahead while Guja follows behind, and he slowly asks if she is still single. He mentions that Shinchan said she once liked someone from high school, and curiously asks if that person was Lu. Guja becomes annoyed and tells him to stop asking while he criticizes Lu, calling him a playboy. Guja coldly replies that whoever she likes is none of his business, and quickly gets off the bicycle. At that moment, her mother calls and orders them to come home immediately. When they arrive home, their mother scolds Shin-chan for secretly learning online novel writing and sends her to her room. Guja gently argues with her mother, saying that if she was allowed to follow drawing, then Shin-chan should also be allowed to follow her passion because her novels are actually good. Their mother remembers the past when Guja once told her she wanted to learn drawing, but she had compared her with the cousin who was excellent in studies and harshly questioned why Guja could not be. The same Guja had cried, saying she had her own life and did not want to live as someone else's copy, and she would follow drawing no matter what. At that moment, the cousin had looked at Guja drawings and told their mother that Guja was truly talented and should be allowed to follow her own dream. Remembering that day, their mother finally realized she should not force her daughter to live like someone else. Guja hugs her mother with tears in her eyes and promises she will also take care of Shin-chan's studies if she is allowed to write novels. Later, Guja attends the cousin's birthday party to give her a gift. The cousin happily thanks her and introduces her to friends as her aunt's daughter. Everyone raises their glasses to celebrate. But when the girls begin talking excitedly about Mr. Hwa and say the party will not be complete without him, Guja quietly walks away, feeling a sudden pain in her heart and wondering why the thought of him being there makes her feel so sad. Guja enters the elevator to leave the party at the exact moment Mr. Hwa arrives in another elevator, and both miss each other by seconds. When Mr. Hwa reaches the party, he immediately asks the cousin where Guja is, but she says Guja just left. The girls around them admire how handsome he has become, and the cousin tries to stand close and take photos with him. But Mr. Hwa steps away and clearly says he is not her boyfriend. The cousin then bravely confesses her feelings and asks if he would accept her, but Mr. Hwa calmly says his heart already belongs to someone else, and he walks away. Outside, Guja is walking alone when a car almost hits her, but Lu suddenly pulls her away and saves her. He happily recognizes her and reminds her how she used to watch their basketball training in school. He even reveals that on the days she did not come, Mr. Hwa would quietly stop practicing and leave. Hearing this, Guja remembers the old days when she sat near the court pretending she was only there to watch the game, while secretly looking at Mr. Hwa. Later that night, Guja receives a worried call from her aunt, saying the cousin has not returned home, even though the party ended hours ago. Guja quickly goes out to search and finds the cousin in a dark place where a drunk man is bothering her. Guja rushes forward and throws the man aside, while the cousin bravely breaks a bottle and scares him away. Afterward, they sit together quietly while the cousin smokes and admits that she thought Guja would laugh at her because Mr. Hwa rejected her in front of everyone. She then reveals that she never truly loved him but simply hated the feeling of losing, because all her life she had to be the perfect girl, while Guja was free to follow her own dreams. Guja thanks her for supporting her drawing dream in front of her mother, and the cousin honestly admits that she used to envy Guja's courage to live life her own way. She gently tells Guja that now that she has chosen her own path, she must never allow anyone to control her heart again, and also reminds her that Mr. Hwa is not the kind of man she thinks he is. Meanwhile, Mr. Hwa returns to his company where his partner jokingly complains that he keeps ignoring important business matters and disappearing somewhere mysterious. Mr. Hwa calmly warns him not to cause trouble for the person who has captured his attention. Otherwise, he might extend his leave even longer, revealing that the powerful CEO who runs the company is quietly protecting someone very special to him. Mr. Hwa tells his partner not to contact him about company matters because he will handle everything online, but his partner becomes even more curious about the person who has taken the attention of the CEO. At that moment, Lu calls and invites Mr. Hwa to the school reunion. He first plans to refuse, but the moment Lu says that Guja will also come, he immediately decides to go. At the same time, Guja also receives the reunion message, and when she hears that Mr. Hwa will attend, she remembers her cousin's words that if she truly has feelings, she should face them bravely. So she replies that she will come. When she arrives at the school, Lu introduces her to everyone as Mr. Hwa, old deskmate, and his most loyal basketball fan. The classmates greet her warmly, but Guja's eyes are only searching for one person as she gathers the courage she never had before. During the reunion, a girl asks Mr. Hwa if he is single, and he calmly answers that he is single, but he already likes someone. The girl asks if that person is from their class, and when he says yes, Guja's heart almost stops, because she never expected to hear that. The classmates begin teasing, and even ask if Lu is Guja's boyfriend, but she quickly denies it. At that moment, Mr. Hwa walks forward, and instead of greeting Guja, he suddenly shakes hands with Lu and pulls him into a hug. Lu jokingly asks if he is still afraid that he might steal Guja away from him, while the others laugh, remembering how these two were once inseparable friends. Some girls tease Mr. Hua, asking if the person he likes could actually be Lu, which makes everyone laugh. Mr. Hua then jokingly says that Guja is too stubborn and not suitable for Lu. Hearing this, Guja becomes angry and walks away into the old changing room where she suddenly finds the same dress she once wore years ago. The lights suddenly go out, and as she nervously steps back, she almost bumps into someone. But strong arms catch her. It is Mr. Hua standing in the darkness. When the light of her phone reveals his face, she asks why he did not say anything because he scared her. Mr. Hua quietly looks at her, and when she asks again who the person he likes is, he softly asks what she thinks the answer might be. For a moment, Guja's heart races, wondering if he means her. But before anything more can be said, the lights turn on and Lu opens the door, calling them for a group photo. Guja quickly runs away, embarrassed. Later, everyone gathers for the photo, and while the camera captures the moment, Guja and Mr. Hua cannot stop looking at each other. As they walk away, Mr. Hua asks if Lu is chasing her. Guja teasingly replies, "What do you think?" Mr. Hua says he does not think Lu is right for her, and Guja suddenly blurts out that if Mr. Hua himself chased her, she might never give anyone else a chance. The words escape her before she can stop them, leaving her shocked while Mr. Hua quietly asks if she really meant it, making her heart race with the question she never expected to face. Shin-chan suddenly appears and secretly takes a photo of Guja and Mr. Hua standing close together, then runs away laughing, saying she was just passing by and they should continue whatever they were doing. Guja quickly chases after her, and when they reach home, Shin-chan excitedly asks if her sister finally confessed her feelings. Guja becomes shy and says she cannot confess because she still believes Mr. Hua once liked their cousin. Shin-chan confidently says that is impossible and insists that Mr. Hua definitely likes Guja, then promises she will create the perfect opportunity for them if Guja agrees to give her a treat later. Guja finally agrees. Later, Shin-chan is studying with her classmates while Guja brings them food and scolds her sister for not focusing on studies. Shin-chan grabs the food and proudly reveals she has created a strategy to make Guja chase her. Guja looks confused as Shin-chan starts explaining dramatic plans like contract marriage, fake marriage, sudden marriage, and love after marriage. Guja becomes shocked hearing all these strange ideas, but Shin-chan says these are popular short drama plots and begins acting out a scene where a drunk troublemaker harasses Guja, and Mr. Hua appears like a hero to save her, then lifts her in his arms while she faints in fear. Guja immediately pulls her ear and refuses, saying she would never faint like that. Shin-chan quickly creates another romantic scene where the lights suddenly go out in an elevator, and Guja falls into Mr. Hua's arms while he holds her waist and comforts her. Guja again rejects the idea and reminds her that their school does not even have an elevator. Shin-chan keeps trying to invent more dramatic situations, but Guja stops her and tells her to focus on studying instead of making useless stories. However, Shin-chan suddenly realizes something important and says, every romance story needs a second male lead because if another man confesses to Guja, then Mr. Hua will become jealous and finally admit his feelings. Guja laughs and lightly hits her sisters, saying she knows too much about love and should just study quietly, while Shin-chan confidently insists that every great love story needs that second rival to reveal the true feelings hidden in the heart. Guja tells her sister that love does not need complicated planning, because the right person appears on his own, and she walks away. Meanwhile, Mr. Hua plays basketball with Lu and easily defeats him. After the game, Mr. Hua warns Lu not to contact Guja again, and Lu immediately agrees and even blocks her number, showing his respect. At the same time, Jin secretly investigates Mr. Hua and discovers that the powerful CEO has left his huge business empire and chosen to live as a simple teacher only because of one girl. Meanwhile, at Guja Company, her colleague excitedly tells her that a famous investor who recently funded their company is coming to visit, and he is extremely handsome. Guja jokes that no one can be more handsome than Mr. Hua, but the moment Jin arrives, everyone is stunned by his appearance. Even Guja admits he looks impressive, but in her heart, she still believes Mr. Hua is more attractive. During the meeting, Jin keeps looking at Guja and smiling, which makes her colleague curious, but Guja pretends she does not know him. Meanwhile, at school, Shin-chan keeps thinking of ways to bring Mr. Hua and her sister closer. She asks her quiet deskmate Jiang for advice, but he never speaks. When another student rudely shouts at Shin-chan becomes angry and defends him, which makes Jiang quietly look at her with gratitude. After the meeting, Jin approaches Guja and praises her drawings, especially the character named H. Before she can ask more, Shinchan's school calls and Guja rushes out in panic. She almost falls, but Jin quickly catches her and offers to drive her to the school. In her hurry, Guja forgets her phone inside his car and runs into the school where Mr. Hua tells her that Shinchan is fine and only had a small fight. Guja scolds her sister, but soon learns that Shinchan actually helps Jiang and even his mother thanks her because Shinchan's kindness is helping Jiang recover from his mental struggles. As Shinchan leaves, she whispers to her sister that this is a perfect romantic chance and runs away laughing. Later, Guja talks with Mr. Hua and jokingly says she cannot believe her silly sister can also do good things. Mr. Hua smiles and says, maybe Shinchan and Jiang are just like them in the past. Guja quickly denies it, but then suddenly invites him to dinner, only to realize her phone is missing. Mr. Hua calls her number, and they see Jin waiting outside with the phone. Guja runs to take her phone while Mr. Hua watches carefully and asks when she met this man. Guja jokingly introduces Jin as her sugar daddy and quickly thanks him for returning the phone. Jin offers to drive her again, but Mr. Hua calmly reminds her that she promised him a treat, leaving Guja stuck between two very different men as the story begins moving toward a new, complicated chapter. Jin suggests that all three of them should go together, because he already knows Mr. Hua from college, and Guja reluctantly agrees. But Mr. Hua secretly steps on Jin's foot in anger as they walk toward the restaurant. Guja had imagined a romantic moment with Mr. Hua, but now it has turned into a strange three-person date. Suddenly, Guja notices some thugs harassing her cousin, and without hesitation, she runs forward and fights them alongside her cousin. The two girls beat the men so badly that they quickly run away. Guja tries to chase them, but Mr. Hua stops her and anxiously checks if she is hurt. Guja proudly says she is perfectly fine and even jokes that she could easily pick him up and throw him down. But when she notices both men staring at her, she becomes embarrassed and quickly grabs her cousin, saying she will go home with her instead, leaving the two men behind. Jin laughs and tells Mr. Hua that it is not his fault, because after 3 months, he still has not managed to chase Guja. Mr. Hua coldly tells him to mind his own business, while Jin jokingly warns him to attend the next meeting if he wants him to stay quiet. Later, Guja visits her cousin's house where the two sit together, laughing at how strange it feels to share a moment with someone she once considered an enemy. Guja also helps gather proof against the man who harassed her cousin. But when Guja's mother hears about the fight, she scolds her for risking herself. Then she invites Guja to attend an important party with her, saying there will be delicious food, hot springs, and many successful young men. Guja first refuses, but quickly changes her mind. At the party, Guja struggles to walk in high heels while her cousin supports her. When the special guest arrives, everyone welcomes the president of the Ho group, Mr. Hua. Guja becomes shocked because the powerful businessman is the same Mr. Hua she knows. Mr. Hua notices her and answers a call from Jin to hide his reaction. Guja walks up to him and demands an explanation, asking when he became the president of such a huge company. Mr. Hua explains he joined the company after graduation and admits the investment in her company was also his plan. He apologizes for never telling her earlier because he did not want to pressure her. Guja tries to walk away but struggles with her heels, so Mr. Hua steps forward to help. But the cousin arrives, removes Guja's heels, and lifts her in her arms, carrying her away, while Jin laughs and tells Mr. Hua that his biggest rival might actually be another woman. The cousin tells Guja that she cannot confess her love, yet she also cannot forget it. So, she suggests a blind date. Soon, Shinchan tells Mr. Hua that her sister has gone to a blind date, and Mr. Hua rushes there, but finds the cousin sitting instead of Guja. He asks where Guja is, and the cousin questions why he never confessed even. Though he liked Guja since school, Mr. Hua admits he planned to confess after graduation, but he never expected Guja would block him. The cousin warns him that if they keep staying silent, they will lose each other, so Mr. Hua runs off, determined to find Guja. Later, it is revealed that the real blind date was with Jin, but Guja left a note saying she is not ready for dating. Meanwhile, Mr. Hua announces a 3-day summer school trip and secretly asks Shinchan to bring Guja. Shinchan convinces her sister, saying it is the perfect chance, and also hints that Mr. Hua may leave the school soon. The next day, Guja joins the bus and sits beside Mr. Hua, trying to act normal. As the bus moves, Guja feels sick from motion sickness, and Mr. Hua immediately gives her medicine and candy, just like he did in school. He gently tells her to sleep, and when she almost falls, he quickly pulls her into his arms while she pretends to sleep with her heart racing. During the trip, they sit under the night sky watching the stars, which reminds Guja of the past when Mr. Hua gave her the moon lamp so she would never fear the dark again. Later, He comes to her tent with an extra lamp, but sees she still kept the same moon lamp all these years. Suddenly, heavy rain begins and everyone gathers. Shin-chan realizes John went into the forest and has not returned. Guja immediately goes to search for him, and soon Mr. Hua also goes out to find them both. In the forest, Guja slips and hurts her leg, and her torch stops working, leaving her alone in the darkness. Fear brings back an old memory when she cried in the rain because everyone compared her with her cousin, and Mr. Hua once appeared and held an umbrella over her head. Back in the present, Mr. Hua finally finds her and carries her through the rain while she silently thanks him for entering her life and giving her courage. Later, Shin-chan leaves them alone and tells Mr. Hua to take care of her sister. After changing clothes, Guja comes back and Mr. Hua carefully checks her injured foot. Guja says he usually hates touching things, but Mr. Hua softly says she is different. Guja blurts out that she has liked him for a long time, then finally admits she waited for him after the exam and hid a love letter inside the toy she gave him, yet saw it in her cousin's hand and believed he rejected her. Mr. Hua says he never rejected her and that she blocked him first. He reveals he never saw the letter because the toy fell and the cousin picked it up without him knowing. He still kept the toy and discovers the hidden letter for the first time. At the same moment, Guja finds a letter hidden inside the moon lamp he gave her, and both realize they confessed long ago without knowing, and they laugh at the misunderstanding that kept them apart. Mr. Hua admits he wanted to date her after graduation, but when she blocked him, he believed she rejected him. Guja asks why he was with her cousin that day, and he explains he only dropped her off as an excuse to meet Guja, but she never came, so he left. Guja finally understands, and both realize they loved each other all along. Mr. Hua teasingly says the whole class already knew he liked her. Guja playfully hits him but falls into his arms again and asks when he started liking her, and he says it began long before she ever realized. Mr. Hua shares the truth that he was always quiet and lived in a black and white world, and doctors told his parents he had autism and struggled to connect with people. His life stayed lonely until Guja came into it. She protected him, talked to him every day, and never got angry, even when he stayed silent, and she filled his world with color until he fell in love. He tells her she is the moon that lights his world, and tears rise in her eyes, and they share their first kiss. Suddenly, Shin-chan appears, and both step apart, embarrassed. Shin-chan laughs and later asks if Guja confessed, and Guja shyly admits they both confessed. Shin-chan becomes happy and jokes that they should hurry because she wants to become an aunt soon. The next day on the trip, everyone is enjoying. Shin-chan feeds sweets to Jiang, and Guja teases if they are dating. Chan says they will confess fast if they ever like someone, and Mr. Hua jokes they remind him of Guja and himself, which makes Guja hit him playfully. Soon, another teacher asks if Guja and Mr. Hua are dating, and Guja tries to deny, but Mr. Hua takes her hand and proudly says, "Yes, she is my girlfriend." Everyone smiles, and later Guja runs back and kisses him again. And at that moment, Mother appears and sees everything. Guja tells her mother she is dating Mr. Hua. Her mother relaxes when Guja explains there was never anything between Mr. Hua and the cousin, and she only worried about the cousin feelings. Meanwhile, Jin begins chasing the cousin and she acts tough, but Jin stays playful, showing their own love story is starting too. Mr. Hua takes Guja to meet his grandmother, who calls her the Little Moon. Guja finds her lost cat and hugs it, and Mr. Hua reveals he searched for that cat after the exam, hoping to return it to her, but she had already blocked him. They take photos and accidentally kiss each other again. Later, Guja tells her cousin she is dating Mr. Hua, and the cousin celebrates it loudly and jokes that if Guja confessed earlier, none of this pain would happen, and they laugh together. Mr. Hua brings food he cooked himself, and Guja is surprised, and he says he learned because he wants a future with her. That night, he pulls her close and carries her to the bed, and there, love finally becomes real. As they kiss, Mr. Hua places a ring on Guja's finger and asks her to put his ring on too, and she does and says, from now on, he belongs to her. The next morning, she wakes up smiling at the ring and hugs him. Soon, the wedding day arrives and the cousin gives Guja the bouquet and teases her while Jin appears and claims the cousin as his girlfriend, and everyone laughs. Then, Mr. Hua and Guja get married and exchange rings and kiss in front of everyone. Later, Mr. Hua rushes from work to pick up his wife, and Jin says he is going to pick up his girlfriend too. Outside the office, Guja jumps into Mr. Hua's arms and he spins her and kisses her, showing their love is still strong. In the final memory, we learn the truth that Mr. Hua saw Guja game character design and realized it was her, and he invested in her company just to find her again. Then, He recognized her at the school and created every chance for their paths to cross because he never stopped searching for the girl who brought color into his world. And so, after years of misunderstanding, the two hearts reunite and continue their life together, filled with love, laughter, and endless memories. And with that, their beautiful story comes to a happy end.